content of this week matches our curriculum so easily. As I sat down and thinking about everything we've been through and everything we've done this week, last night I was just reflecting, and everything started falling together. Like I could see what standards from Louisiana science education we could apply to each activity, and not just at one grade level, at multiple grade levels, and not just in science. We could tie in history, we could tie in art projects with it, we could tie in math connections, most definitely, and literacy. You know, there is so much rich information out there that I think at times that we are too afraid to share with our students because we're too technical with it. But if we give them the hands-on experience of seeing it in action and then reading about it, it's going to reinforce.
During this workshop, there's a few things I had never ever thought about, and I teach this every year. And one of the main ones was talking about only 1% of the sediment coming down the river, 1% of what we really need. When you're looking at mathematically and you're saying, oh my gosh, I had never ever looked at it like that before.
I think interacting with the teachers from Minnesota was an eye-opening experience to us, because we experience the wetlands and our environment down here on a daily basis, and I think we're jaded in the way that we see it.
You know, there was jokes all the time about, yeah, 85% of your sediment ends up on us, and it was all in fun, but it really is true. You know, like some of that, you know, it really made me aware, like I have to think twice about what I'm doing. The canoeing was a lot of fun. We started off at the surf center, and then we got to go out into the Marquez Canal and canoe out there, and we tested the water, and then we also got to do some netting of, you know, in the water and check and see what kind of things we'd find in there. And so we found little shrimp, and we found little crab.
Having fresh eyes to come in, and when the comments were made about how fast the erosion is occurring and how much land is being lost, and to see the Minnesota teachers like gasp in awe, like they can't believe it's happening, is an eye-awakening experience, and it kind of makes us reflect back on, and me personally, on how serious the problem is. And then also getting to hear their experiences on the difference of the river from Minnesota and as it is down here, you know, about how clean and fresh it is up there and what we have down here compared.
So it's just a overflow prevention, so we don't get contaminated water.
I've never been to an in-service where teachers are sad to leave every day. I mean, the teachers were willing to come back tomorrow and the next day just to learn more.